Hey guys, this is EJ Holland with the Wolverine.com. Just wrapped up at Cass Tech Kings, sitting in my car about to drive all the way back to Chicago. Really fun game, the best of the 4 games I've been to. Every game I feel like has been blowout, but this one was super exciting with Cass Tech coming on top 34-26. Made a last minute dance inside the 10 and ended up beating their rival. So again, a lot of fun. Gave me an opportunity to see Michigan offensive line commit Raheem Anderson in game for the 3rd time. I saw him twice last year as a junior. So here's a senior. It was another look at him. I saw Raheem at a private workout this offseason. And, something that I really like about Raheem is he was carrying some bad weight last year. This year, he's completely leaned down. He looks what a center should look like. I know Greg Crippen is also a part of the class. But to me, Raheem Anderson, even though he can play guard, I think he's built so well for that center position. On top of that, he's such a great leader. When I talked to him after the game, he didn't want the focus to be on him. He wanted the focus to be on the rest of his offensive line. He hated that I made him take some individual pictures. But yeah, just a guy that everybody respects and really likes on his team. He's a commander along the offensive line, very cerebral, high IQ player. Cass Tech passed a lot more than they did last year, so he was in pass sets more often than not. So you didn't get to really see, or I didn't really get to see the physicality that Raheem normally plays with. But when he did get his opportunities in the run blocking game, he did do his job. I got a nice clip of him pancaking someone. He has really good feet, something that I know other people were concerned about. But with his leaned out frame and his enhanced quickness and his IQ, I just think that he's a guy that is going to really excel at the center position. Again, I know that there's been a lot of talk on, how Anderson and Crippen are going to fit in together. I'm anxious to see Crippen next week, back-to-back weeks, of seeing Anderson then Crippen. I saw Crippen last year, and I was more impressed with Anderson. If Anderson doesn't play center, then I think you're taking away what makes him special, and that's his leadership and his IQ. Like I said, I do think he can be a good guard, but I think he has all the intangibles to be a great center prospect. And so, I'm very, very high on Raheem. I think he is a solid top 150 guy, and he could end up being a multi-year starter for Michigan along the offensive line, and obviously going to play for a great developer of talent in Ed Warner. So, completely solid to Michigan, definitely one of the leaders of the class as well. Other than Raheem, I got a chance to see 2022 defensive tackle Dion Walker, a mammoth 300-pounder. Dion is a guy that I saw at the ESPN underclassmen camp in Ohio earlier this summer. Hey, Alex, thanks for watching and sending a million hates. He's a guy I got a chance to see at the ESPN camp in Ohio over the summer, and to be quite honest, I really didn't like him. I thought he was slow, didn't look really athletic, looked a little soft. And no offense, Dion, if you see this, but he's made tremendous strides since then. I saw him at a private workout. He trimmed some bad weight, looked a lot more athletic and explosive. And then today in game, he had a great in game. I was really, really happy with his performance, on top of the fact that Dion's a really good kid. So I want to write good things about good kids. And he has really come along just in those few months. He's, like I said, shed some good pounds, looked more explosive, swallowed up Penn State commit Jaylen Reed in the backfield in one of the better plays of his game. He did a good job of penetrating, just using his size the right way, and he wasn't sluggish. He was coming off the ball. I mean, he's 300 pounds, of course, a couple of plays here and there, he's not going to be as quick off the ball, but he was coming off the ball with power, with explosiveness, and he was, getting penetration. And I thought that Dion looked like a completely different prospect than he did a couple of weeks ago. And after some film comes out, it wouldn't be surprising to see him get some more offers pretty soon. I called him a ball of clay back in the summer because I thought he could be sculpted into something, and clearly that's coming into fruition. And I think that he's a guy that, again, could really explode on the recruiting trail once some more film comes out of his junior year, especially if he continues to play the way he did today. I also had a chance to see 2023 quarterback Dante Mora at King. I think he's going to be a special kid. A lot of people have talked up Dante Mora, and I think he is going to be a guy that, lives up to or is around the hype area that people have talked him up to be. He made some really special throws today, especially on the move. I'd like to see him be a little more consistent in the pocket. He didn't use his legs at all. He's definitely more of a pro style guy, but he's really good when he's rolling out, especially to his right. And like I said, he made some special throws, especially down the field. His downfield accuracy is phenomenal for the age he's at. He's very accurate on short to intermediate routes as well. So again, I think with him, it's just being a little more comfortable in the pocket, but at the same time, it's tough to do that when you have Cass Tech's defensive line coming after you. I mean, they have some huge dudes up front, so I thought he played well despite the pressure that he faced on a consistent basis. And then another prospect I want to mention, 2022 offensive lineman for Cass Tech, Jackson Pruitt. He is a guy that's definitely on Michigan's radar. Had a really solid game in the interior of the offensive line, so quickly wanted to mention him. For more analysis, head over to thewolverine.com. I'll have a full notebook from my time on the road this weekend. Obviously had a chance to see lead 2022 linebacker Joshua Burnham yesterday in Traverse City. I'm about to drive to Chicago, but I will have everything up tomorrow over at thewolverine.com. We'll have some insider notes on all of these guys. Clayton safety, saw Donovan Edwards and Dylan Tatum and the rest of the West Bloomfield guys yesterday. Austin Fox, saw Giovanni El-Hadi in game action, Michigan's Rivals 100 offensive line commit. So we have a lot of recruiting content. The season's back, so ton of fun over at thewolverine.com. Right now, you can actually get an entire year for just $12. It's a very limited time offer, so make sure to subscribe now over at thewolverine.com. All right, thanks, guys. I am going to hit the road.